am about to start the broadcast now, so it might go.
I'm trying to join in again to see what's going on.
Okay, we are in, and they have it paused. I just have to tell them right now to unpause it. Who has the lobby? Gunner 4321.
Tell Gunner to unpause it. I'm gonna back out. I can join through the party chat.
Guys talk so we won't be silent. We got MP Roofer in the booth, and we got say your name, buddy.
Oh, Fat. You call me Patch. Patch in the booth.
Yeah,
who do you guys think
Sorry, guys.
Look at tonight?
My mic was muted for a second, but I'm back here.
I'm gonna have my eye on Matt Thiessen tonight. I know I've raced him quite a few times, and he's definitely a fast car to look at.
God, I took the invite too early. Now I'm gonna have to back out, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm new at this, and I'm having trouble. So I'm gonna have to back out the race real quick, and then we will be right back with you when they send me another invite. The race is currently starting now, so we might be a couple laps behind.
I'm joining right now. I'm actually in a live race. I'm gonna get ready to. So I'll keep you on the update there, Ed. You can join through the party chat.
Yeah, if you guys can send me another invite when y'all get in, I appreciate it. It's gonna be a good race, man.
Yeah, I need an invite too, buddy.
Join through Roofer, I think.
I haven't got an invite yet.
Battle here for third place.
Yeah, Roofer, go in the chat real quick and hit join game session, and you'll be in, buddy.
Okay.
Join game session. Sorry, guys, I've had a little bit of a trouble getting this race going together real quick. But next week will be a different story. I will have it down pat for you guys.
Join game.
Race and making a move here on Bad Moon Rising. Good battle here. Cars are spreading out. Monster racing down underneath. Bad Moon trying to make a pass.
Go up here to get session. I think it'll let me join it.
Yep, and here we go. We are in. Bad Moon Rising in the lead.
Monster racing in second. I believe it is Slide.
Cooper in third.
Cooper fourth. He's in fourth.
Fourth, yep, I see it.
Third place car is Exotic Apex. He's in third place.
Should be a lot of great racing here tonight, guys. This is the developmental league, so all these guys are really hungry to prove themselves. You know, us captains watch these races and we watch these drivers, and whoever's the best out of them, that's who we pick to run. And it's not necessarily speed for me as a captain. I look at driving style, I look at how clean they race, their average finishes. Can't tell anything from one race. You know, you have to keep looking at several different races in order to pick your good drivers.
There comes Matt Thiessen making a move for third place. A little bit of contact there, but not a lot. Just enough to kind of say, hey, I'm there behind you. Great battle going for first place. Monster and Bad Moon. Real hard.
Big wreck in the back. The heat was in it. Several people were in it.
I think that was Peyton maybe got into it there.
Sergeant Sauls looked like he got into it. Maybe Slamming Jay.
Warpig making a nice little run here to the front. He's trying to keep his truck, maybe save some tires, it looks like.
Who is in the leader at this moment?
The leader right now would be 1 second.
Bad Moon Rising.
Yep,
And
Bad
he is
Moon,
getting
Matt.
challenged actually for first right now.
That's Matt Thiessen taking the lead. It looks like right here. Nice move. Nice move. Ooh, that was close. Still, that'll take over the lead. Bad Moon will actually drop back 2 places there. She'll fall back to 3rd. Still in it. Right now, our leader is Matt Thiessen here, followed by Monster Racing, Bad Moon, and I think it's Slacoon in 4th. Great racing going up front here so far. Well, I believe the 4th place car is going to pit.
Actually, it's probably right on schedule because these guys are only getting like 8 laps out of their run. So
yeah, it's not so much fuel here; it's the tires are the issues here at Atlanta. So it's all about keeping them tires nice and good, and don't burn them up too fast.
yeah, I think that's gonna be the deciding factor in the night's race is tire wear. If you can save your tires through a whole fuel run, you'll be running a lot faster than everybody else, or a lot longer than everybody else. And at the end of the race, what that does is it could possibly have it where you have to make one less pit stop than everyone else. It might not pay off in the short run because cars are going to be faster with you on new tires, but in the long run, like I said, you might get into where you only have to make one pit stop and everybody else still has to.
I can tell you what, buddy, it works really well. It's odd on restarts, like you said, because the first 5 or 10 laps, your guys are passing you. You don't have quite as fast of a car, but midway through the end of the run, that thing is you're way faster than everybody else. So that's where you gain your speed on them lower sliders at the end of the run.
I think we had a big mistake by Monster. I think he missed the pit. He missed the pit. He's spinning all over the place. So I think that was a big mistake by Monster.
See, that's expected to me tonight. Developmental guys, some of the guys, this is truly development. Some of these guys are not. It's just the first time that we've ever seen them race. Not. So, but some of them, this is probably their first league race ever.
And Bad Moon Rising was in the lead, and now she is on pit road. So let's see who comes by her and picks up the lead.
Yeah, on the short terms, they're going to have the faster tires, but whoever can, like you said, I think, keep their tires the longest is going to be in good shape.
I don't have anyone's broadcast tonight, but I think maybe Slacoon Cooper might be in the lead right now.
That's what I'm thinking as well. I'm thinking Slacoon is still in the lead, I believe. I could be wrong. I did see a car in front of Slacoon, so I'm not too sure if he...
I noticed he was one of the guys that pushed his tires the other night as far as possible. He was on that approach, so...
Actually, I think it's Matt Thiessen.
No, he pitted. Matt Thiessen did pit. I saw him actually go into the pit, so he is not in first.
I wish any of these guys were live streaming. That's what I like about Cup. I got Warpig. He's around, sitting in turn 1. He can't go nowhere if he does. Oh, he wrecked getting on pit road. Wow, that was unfortunate. Probably one of the heavier hitters, I would think.
Yeah, he is a truck racer. That's very unfortunate if he wrecked going in the pit.
Sergeant Saul's coming out of hit.
That's one thing I've noticed about Atlanta. You get in there too hot. I mean, the surface is not really, it's really abrasive. It's not, I don't know, your tires will lock up and you'll just sit there and do a donut.
Yep.
On the wheel, I don't know if it works the same way on the controller, but if you keep your throttle about 50% pushed down as you got the brake 100% down and downshift, that thing will go in there straight as an arrow. But if I'm not pressing the throttle and I tap the brakes, it'll turn on me. So I got my throttle pressed as I'm coming in the pits to keep it straight. The brakes overpower the throttle, but C-Dub, I'm watching him back here because I know he's a dirt driver, and he's doing a really good job. As I got a truck in the grass right there.
Yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure Matt Thiessen is in the lead. That's what it looked like from Bad Moons earlier.
Sergeant Sauls, yeah, he's on pit road now. He's having problems early. The 19 truck.
Well, I'll tell you that. Wouldn't surprise me if Matt Thiessen's in the lead. Yeah, he's like I said, he's a
Yeah,
fast driver.
he is.
Truck, car.
Matt Thiessen, let me see if I can find him here. Let's see, he's got a truck a little bit ahead of him. 2 trucks ahead of him.
Yeah, I think they're all kind of spread out now, so it's kind of hard to tell
You think
who's in the
some guys might
lead.
have took 2 pit tires, you know, because
Yeah,
it's
actually,
they don't know, you know. He could be chasing guys down. Well, it's hard. Yeah, it's so hard to tell without having a live stream.
It's very hard to
You
tell.
see that car way down there in the grass?
That was monster.
We will be able to tell at the end of the stage for a fact.
Right.
So
Sergeant Sauls is riding around the apron again. He's having, well, he may have been just blending in on the back stretch. He don't want to get out in front of anybody, not wreck anybody. That's a smart move. Stillers is already back on pit road, and he got a penalty, I'm pretty sure. He come in pretty hot.
We got a race going here, Slamming J. And the 19 truck. Oh, and then make contact pretty good, and Slamming J runs, almost touches the wall, but he makes it through there and keeps the position. So looks like the 19 might have gave him his position back because of contact. I always like to see that.
I'm watching a 52 here of the Sly Coon Cooper just to see how he's rushing. He's doing a really good job right now, just being patient, catching a draft off of the truck in front of him as we got another truck sideways on the entrance of pit road. Let's see if I can see who that is. Oh, another 2 trucks get into it trying to get on pit road. They're already trying to get through another pit cycle, but there's another truck misses pit road. That's the 4th truck that's missed pit road. Another 5. This is crazy. There's 3 on one lap and then 2 more on the next lap.
We're running no caution, so everybody's trying to get every bit they can coming into pit road, and it's really tricky.
I believe that 3 times wear is surprising some people how fast your tires go. You know, they go really quick.
Most definitely.
That right front. You gotta watch that tire.
Yeah, if you got a tight setup, it burns the right front up. Me, when I was practicing earlier, I was burning my right rear up more than my right front because I was running that loose, fast setup.
All right.
I was running a loose, fast setup as well.
Did he come off pit road and made contact with a truck? Is he still having more trouble on pit road as we got 2
hits
more
the
cars
apron and
spinning.
spins. Yeah, some of these guys are having a little bit of trouble. This is what Development League is for, though, guys. It's for these guys to race it out and get used to running with each other, and that way when they get drafted up, they already got it down pat and they're ready to go. So.
Yeah, I can't even count the times that getting on and off pit roads cost me races. You know, it took me a long time to realize if I don't get my pitting right, I'm never gonna win a race.
That's right.
Yeah,
if Matt Thiessen was the leader, he is actually in pit road right now. So that means, I believe, a leader pitted again. That's the second time that I've seen Matt.
Yeah, Brian SP also is on pit road. It's probably going to be hard to tell till we get to the end of the stage, is what I'm thinking, because the pit cycles are so spread out.
Yeah, if these guys pit and it spreads everything out. I think one thing that NASCAR Heat can do better is, put the running order up there at the top where it shows the cars and the drivers' names, you know.
We had that 10 years ago. I believe they could do it now, you know.
Yeah.
I begged for it, even with some of the big, well, it wasn't the developers, but some of the guys that might have been able to talk to developers, and that's what I was like, man, put a booth option in there for guys that want to commentate races so they can see, you know, the running order, you know.
That's right. Riding here with War Pig.
PS5, we might get that.
Yep. Riding here with War Pig. I think he's Team Canuck, right?
Yes, sir.
He's a full-time truck driver. Yep. Yeah. He's looks like he's doing pretty good, man. He's holding these guys off and running good. I like that Mountain Dew paint scheme he's got, that custom Mountain Dew paint scheme he come up with. It's a nice looking truck.
Yeah, I race a War Pig a lot, and he is a really good driver, man. He has a lot of good potential. Whether he's racing Cup,
that's right.
Run it.
I'm trying to scroll through and find Bad Moon Rising. See where she's at. There she is. I know she was running up in the top 3 or 4 earlier. So yeah, I see 2 trucks ahead of her, so she might be in 3rd or 4th maybe. Good run for her tonight.
I'll tell you what, guys, like I said, in that turkey shoot, there's a lot of fast guys in there, and I actually just stumbled across the right setting myself and was top 5 all night. And when she got up there, I mean, she was like Jake, considerably faster. So there wasn't no holding her up. She was really impressive.
Yep, that's right. Monster Racing 23 is on pit road. I like that Gatorade truck too, man. It's a good looking truck.
That was one of our winners, you know.
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt you there, but yeah, he was one of our winners that made it into that the All-Star race.
And I've already
he's fast.
I've already signed him to Dirty South Racing, so I look forward to seeing him do big things.
Yeah,
I signed him to the truck. He wanted to be in the truck league, so I signed him up to the trucks and might offer him a hot seat. Yep, might offer him a hot seat or two if he does good in the trucks in Xfinity. So.
See, I haven't been myself. It's opposite. I'm more comfortable in Xfinity and Cup cars than I am in the trucks. I tried to make a setup earlier for Atlanta, and it was garbage. I can build one for Cup and Xfinity in 10 minutes.
That's
I think
right.
the front weight and things are different, you know, in the trucks. I just haven't. Heat 3, I love the truck. That was my favorite series. Just haven't figured it out yet. And haven't spent enough time.
Yep.
Monster, you see, he held himself all the way down there on the back stretch because he seen them guys coming all the way till he almost wrecked himself. That was a really good job of him staying out of the way of them guys.
That's right.
Like I was telling a few guys earlier, I think slow and not causing issues on the track to me is faster.
We got contact in between the heat. Somebody trying to blend in off of pit road there.
Yeah, the 32.
Yeah, made a little contact. Everything worked out. Everybody held it, so.
Yeah, let's see.
We got Rough Raven coming in for pits. This might be their 3rd pit stop in this stage.
But the number 1 of C-Dub's back on pit road. I'm pretty sure in the trucks, about every 5 to 6 laps with 3 tons wear.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And we got the 52 around right there.
We got 52, yep.
I believe Warpig actually disconnected.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that 24 had to have got a speeding penalty. He come in flying.
Well, their cautions are off soon. No black flags.
Oh,
yep.
That's why they're missing pit road. They're trying to hit it too hard.
Yeah, they're all trying to get the most out of everything. So.
Yeah. I figured that out.
So not interrupting. I was looking at people. I believe Warpig had disconnected here. I think he lost.
Oh man.
Yeah, I seen him on pit road. Looked like he lost connection. Hope it wasn't bad luck right after we spoke with him. So.
Right, the commentator curves.
That's right.
I would think Bad Moon, and well, she stayed out another lap.
Yeah. We got Monster Racing. Sly Coons coming off of pit road. Matt Thiessen's look like he's holding his line. We got more contact on pit road. Matt Thiessen. And 58 in the 16 car got into it a little bit. I noticed here in this race, even though you run no damage, if you blow a tire, it still gives you damage. We found that out earlier.
Pit stop.
Yep, we found that out earlier at during practice. I actually had a practice lobby going with a bunch of these guys that's going to run tonight, and most of them run pretty good. I never had no trouble.
I like that because before, I don't know if they patched it when they did the update, people could stay out and all the way till their tire blown and put all the guys at pit a lap down because they knew the caution was going to come out because their tire blew.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad they patched that up because...
Yeah, even with strict yellow, it don't happen anymore unless you hit the wall really hard or spin out.
Nice. Ooh, see, a car had big trouble right in front of the leaders. So I don't know if that was the leaders, but a good pack of 5 cars. That was
Big
he got
Daddy.
yeah, he's still down there. I don't know if he's out of gas. I think he might have ran out of gas trying to straighten. No, I don't know. Now he's doing a donut.
Yep. Might have blew a tire.
That's what I'm thinking. He stretched it a little too far. And you know what? You're right, Ed, because there's damage on his right front.
Yep. He probably blew a tire. And these guys try to stretch these tires when it says 10% left. You got to pit that left. If you don't, it will blow.
At Atlanta, 10% is nothing. You can eat that up in one corner.
Yep. We got contact in the back here too, or might be the front.
I've seen the Slammin' J guy do pretty good all night. I would think that he's somewhere right there, close to the running. Him in the 90.
Yeah.
Well,
Gunner.
I know we're getting close to the end of the stage.
Gunner 2431 ran really good during practice earlier too. You know what, guys? I might have put stages off when I made this race. I probably made a big mistake. I bet stages are off.
It could be. Well, now this first one to the flag will be the
Yeah, the winner of the whole race, because there's no way this race is lasting this long without a stage finish yet. So
that's
I apologize so much, guys. It's my first time making a lobby, and it had me aggravated that I had to enter each person in one at a time, and I will get it right next week. I promise I'll have everything correct, all the stages on, everything. So
it's going to be tough luck for a few guys, but we will get to see like who is the most consistent and stay out of trouble the longest, running it without stages.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to be impressive for whoever does end up winning this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this does kind of look like there are no stages on here. So I think, because I'm pretty sure we should have seen a stage end by now.
Yeah, most definitely. We would have seen one in the trucks. But I'm just gonna take a peek through my YouTube real quick just to see if any of these guys may have a live stream going to where I can give us a lap count or what lap we're on and what order they're running maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who so far is in first place here, because we're all, everyone's so spread out.
I could even join one of their parties and do it that way. If you guys send me a new party invite, I can jump into one of their parties and ask them, hey, who's running where, and just to get like a race recap maybe.
Oh, I just got information that there are 5 laps to go, so there are stages on.
Good deal. I'm gonna think that Slammin' J is somewhere in the top 5. He hasn't had much trouble tonight. I'm gonna think Bad Moon Rising is somewhere towards the front.
Yeah, I just got word that there are 5 laps to go, and I have somebody that's mentioned me that is in one of the race chats right now. So that works out perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm kind of on Bad Moon's Rising on board, and she has just been picking them off one by one. So I'm having to think, unless she had trouble that I didn't see, that she's somewhere towards the front. Impressive, by the way, guys. This is one of our new members. She's a 16-year-old female, and she is really, really fast. Not just bringing it up because she's a female. She's not only a female, but a teenage girl that's interested in NASCAR and fast. That's cool to me.
I'm actually gonna see if I can get the scoop here, who's in first place. I believe so far it looks like it might either be Bad Moon Rising or the car in front of her, which might be Exotic. I think maybe Exotic Apex is in first place here. That's what it looks like so far.
That would make sense to me because he had a really good car the other night too. He just had bad luck. and he's running right in front of Bad Moon Rising, but she's catching him.
Oh
So
yeah,
that she's catching him fast. Yeah.
It almost looks like
So,
he's maybe lagging here a little bit.
it does on my
he wasn't making no contact.
yeah, on my screen his truck was bobbing and we were bouncing up and down. I think they came to the end. That was the end of the stage.
That's the end of the stage. Yep, that was the end of the stage. So I believe the stage winner was Exotic Apex, Bad Moon Rising in second, Big Daddy Will in third, I believe, and fourth is Rough Raven, I think. It looks like. I believe that was the top 5. Oh no, excuse me. It was Matt Thiessen, Apex, Bad Moon. Those were your top 3. Matt Thiessen in first, Apex in second, and Bad Moon Rising in third. That's your top 3 drivers at the end of the stage 1. So like I said, it's a he must have had a big lead. Then he must have been that car that we saw in front of Apex there with a pretty substantial lead there.
Yeah, thinking that he might have been going a lap down. Instead, he had such a lead he could save there at the end. Now we know who the leaders are. We can keep an eye on it from here out. I'm glad that the stages were set.
Oh, so the top 3 cars are the only cars on the lead lap. Everyone is 5 laps. Everyone past 5th is lap down.
Wow. So they
there's
were
only
able
5 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, I think a few people made 3 pit stops and 3 to 4 pit stops, and some people were they were able to make 1 less pit stop. So now it's going to be about it's going to be hard to get the laps back without no cautions. You're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is very hard to do.
yes it is.
Yeah. Or be that first person a lap down, so at the end of the stage 2, you can get back on the lead lap. So everyone's going to be fighting for that 6th place position really hard.
Yep, for some reason it didn't give me my stage win, and I needed to take a screenshot of that to give to Taddy. It didn't give me the stage lineups. So.
Well, like I said, I was trying to see who the top 5 were, but the top 3 were Matt Thiessen, Apex, Exotic Apex, and Bad Moon. I couldn't get I couldn't get the rest after that because it started too fast and everyone spread out. But
I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way and go to developmental chat and see who streamed the race and collect it that way, I guess.
Well, I can ask here. Give me 1 second. I'll ask you. 1 second.
And please let someone know to take a screenshot of the stages and send it to me. Of the next stage and send it to me, please.
Well, I just know someone that's in the party chat. They're not actually racing, I don't believe. No, they're not racing. They're just in the party chat. Keeping me updated on who's what.
Okay, I got you.
What truck was it? A truck just put another truck in the wall.
I'd actually just seen that. I wasn't sure who that was, but there was some contact there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, looked like he took a dead left to me. This is the black. It's about
flying, please. Wow, they got him in the grass there too. Then.
The car that was in the grass was the one.
Car in the grass. Yeah, car in the grass there. Front stretch.
I think
Exotic
the 15.
Apex here in the leader car has a nice big lead here. Ooh, just made a little bit of contact with the wall there.
Hopefully the 15 runs Bad Moon clean, because I think there's a little bit of lagging going on there. I see some lagging on the overhead. You know, the 15 went high, let Bad Moon go. He might be lagging a little right now.
I'm trying to get to the first place car, but having trouble scrolling through everyone and finding them.
Yeah, they don't do it. Yeah, I wish they would do it in order.
Yeah.
You know, you went from first to second, and it'd do you all crazy
so
where you go from first to the back of the field.
We got Matt Thiessen in the lead, so I got it with him.
Yeah. He's in a Napa 16. I like that as it's one of the best looking custom paint schemes I've seen actually.
Yep.
I like it when people keep it simple, and that's a nice looking ride right there.
That's right. That one and the Mountain Dew truck is my 2 favorites on the track also.
Yes.
A Vorpig, but I think he had unfortunate luck and he lagged out or something.
Right. Ooh,
So
Matt Thiessen just got a little tight right there. He must be running a low slider, but he's got a little tight. He's still got such a good lead that I think he'll be fine. I'm finding out myself through just trial and error. Lower sliders, they're really tight and not as fast on the short run, but in the longer run, like I said, they come in and you can always adjust the wedge to make them, looser on the short run.
yep, that's right.
It just takes a little time. That no one gets on the game on the first day and
Car around on the
conquers it.
backstretch. Car around on the backstretch.
Yep, the 15, a Big Daddy Will had in trouble again. He's had a little bit of trouble that 15. Oh, he went up and just hit a 19 on purpose.
Oh, yes. Wow,
That is somebody. Let's keep him. Remember, Big Daddy Will. Because I don't even if he had a problem with that person. I don't think that's the kind of racers we're looking for.
Now, I know these guys that have really low tires. I mean, by now they're looking at probably 30 to 20% tire at this point in the race.
Yeah, he's coming in the pit road. No, he's stopping to do donuts. I think he was trying to get a caution, but unfortunately, cautions are not on, and he lagged out.
Yeah.
He figured out there wasn't no car. Well, we'll keep track of that. Maybe give him another shot and see do better at it next time. But pit road cycles coming through again.
Yep.
So here comes a
Flying flea
first
spun
place.
around.
52 car here is making a run on first place, and he actually will complete the pass on the inside. Oh, on the inside of the.
That's second place, bud. That was for second. Matt Thiessen still in the lead.
Yeah, Matt's still right up there.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Sorry about that. That was okay. I'm sorry. That was for second place. My apologies.
Silicone. Yeah, Silicone's got a good truck tonight.
Yeah. Sly Coon.
Yep, Slacker.
Yep.
Yeah, I call him Silicone, just messing with him, but yeah, it's Slacker. But yeah, he's actually, he had me worried, because, I mean, he ain't a teammate, but I suggested him to talk to Kevin, get over here, and he was like, man, I just got off work, I don't know what slider to run. I said, try 5, 6, and 7, and whichever one tires last longer,
he's looking to make a pass on the leader. The leader's going to pit, actually,
Yep.
So now the new leader here is slacking.
Ooh, the leader almost missed it. That would have been bad. He barely got it in there.
New leader, Sly Coon.
Yeah, Slack-Coon, followed by, I believe it is... a lot of people on pit road. A lot of people on pit road here.
Yep. I think everybody learned from this first stage, hey, you cannot push these tires.
I want to see how smart Slack-Coon is if he comes, he stayed out another lap. If he's just going to stay out until he blows his tire. Or, I mean, as soon as I seen them guys pit, if I'm right there, I'm pitting with them. That's my theory, but he might have a different theory than me.
Yep,
He
that's
is
right.
one of only 5 drivers on the lead lap, so he can gamble a little.
Yep, Sly Coon's putting people a lap down now. Running by them on the track.
Yeah, he ain't coming in again.
He's taking his chances. I'm going to stick with him and let's see how that chance will work out.
Alright.
If he's taking care of his tires, and that's how that top 5, I think, put everybody a lap down. They took care of their tires, and they made one less pit stop than everyone else.
That's it. You know how much that saves you, even you not having to slow down for pit road. It saves you like 30 seconds, and that's a lap on the track.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh,
We got Sly Coon coming in.
Pit road, yeah.
And
Stay
we'll
out 3 laps. That ain't bad. Save 3 more laps. That could play big here at the end of the stage. We'll see.
We'll stick with him and see if he gets passed in the pits and where he comes out at.
Thiessen, and we'll see where he comes out compared to Matt Thiessen.
Yep.
He's in a battle back here with the 8 car of, I think, Flea.
If they're the leaders.
They're running side by side instead of...
yeah, but these are the leaders. This would be a really close battle here for Slack-Coon on pit road.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Could be a very
that's what
close race.
Slack-Coon needs. Is it's flying Flea.
He's coming off pit road now, so Slack-Coon's leaving pit road.
To fly right past him.
Yep.
So he's going to lose probably 5-6 seconds, but now he'll have the fresher tires. He'll be running them back down.
That's right. New leader Matt Thiessen.
You just you gotta hope that you're the one with the freshest tires at the end. That's what
That's
I always
right.
try to go for.
Yeah, I do too, because when those tires start falling off, you can make up that ground that you lost when they had fresh tires. So
Right.
sometimes it equals out about evenly, and sometimes you get the advantage.
Slykerin is coming back into the pits. He's coming back into the pits.
Oh man, he might have messed
he
up
may have
and
made a mistake.
yeah, not took tires or something.
Yep. Instead of not hitting no on damage, he might have hit no on gas or no on tires.
That's gonna really hurt him. That's gonna put him in the lap down cars.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I'm pretty sure the no damage glitch don't work on Heat 4 like it did on Heat 3. So it's a waste of your time even hitting it.
Hopefully he can be that first car lap down and to get back up there. It's gonna be hard for him to do it taking the extra pit stop. So we'll keep you guys posted on that.
Well, he had a really long pit stop. I don't think maybe it was accidental taking that pit, but he slowed down for it. But he almost looked like he seemed like took a 2-can 4-tire pit stop there. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he had, I don't know, I'm not sure what happened there with him, but that'll actually not help him there at all with that long pit stop.
Yep, that's right.
No, that's gonna hurt him bad. He probably allowed it now. We probably only have 4 cars on the lead lap instead of 5 now. If he was one of those 5. But we wanted to keep cautions off just to make sure, like the guy that was trying to cause a wreck, not trying to call anybody out. That's what we were trying to prevent. We don't know a lot of some of these guys we've never ran with before, so we wanted to test them out before you just throw them out there, and you never know. You might get a guy that might wreck the whole field and cause caution after caution. That's why we did no cautions.
Does any of you guys know if Bad Moon has been signed yet?
I don't know, but if I was a team owner, I would be definitely trying to get her signature. That's MP Roofer here talking. I'm not a team owner, like I said. I just I run an Xfinity and then part-time in the Cup because I can't make both days in Xfinity and help out in the booth. But I got a pretty good eye out for talent, and she's got a lot of talent.
Well,
here, man, he's still in the lead, I do believe, here, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is running a little bit low on tires.
Okay,
car around in the front, oh, and the leader made contact with him a little bit, but didn't seem to hurt him too much.
That makes sense. Michael Williams just posted in the chat that she is Team NOCO, so
Team NOCO,
I'll tell you what.
Sense.
NOCO, man, he's got an eye for talent too. He puts together a heck of a team, man. His whole team is always right there up front.
I tell you what, I actually met NOCO out of the blue, like
and we got the leader coming in the pits.
And actually seen him run in a developmental race and recommended that they let him run Cup Series with him, and they trusted my word and let him run. And he come out there and won the very first race. NOCO, he's made me proud. He did good. I stuck my neck out for him, and he was so fast. I think they might have even kicked him from the league. I don't know. you know you're fast when that happens.
Banned like the old school Hemis, you know.
Yeah, right. You come in the first race and get banned, and you didn't touch nobody.
That's right. I'm sitting there watching Sergeant Sauls. I think he stayed out and the leaders went in.
A lot. But no,
that's what I'm seeing.
Really busy man. I know he owns a business and everything, but his team he put together this year, it was phenomenal. And he has good people in trucks, Xfinity, custom, default. It don't matter. The Team NOCO is probably the team to beat, to be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But looks like Matt Thiessen's gonna get by. He just went right by pit road for the first time. Let's see where he's gonna end up whenever it's all said and done and everything. Everybody comes off pit road. I tell you, he's running this track very well. He's sticking to the bottom. You don't see his truck sliding or jumping around. He's got it dialed in at this moment.
I've been keeping an eye on Brian SP. I don't know if he's going another lap down or, but he's not doing bad, you know. In the 99 there.
We just got a few more captains added this year. Somebody in the chat wants to know what teams are in Giggity. So you got Team NoCo, you got Underdog, you got that's run by K-Taddy, and we got RJ Smith as a captain. I just got signed like 3 days ago to be a captain, and I run Dirty South Racing. Trey also just got brought up into Dirty South Racing. I'm missing one. Could you tell me what the other one is, Roofer?
Oh,
and we got Team Canuck with Ryan Morgan, RKM. He's the leader of Team Canuck, and there's one more. I think that just recently got added. Yeah, I mentioned Trey.
Okay, let's see. I can go look through our messages real quick and tell you the whole roster or everybody you got in your group, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gotta find it real quick, but yeah.
Yeah, I can do that too, actually.
I'm still going to be affiliated with, well, since you're broadcasting, you don't want to interrupt the broadcast, I'll look for you, but let's see.
I'm actually on my Facebook, and I can see all the members in there, so.
Yeah. I'm going to be part of Dirty South just because I live in the Dirty South and still, like I said, affiliated with RKM's team.
Yep.
Not leaving the man who drafted me, and we've been buddies since season 1, you know. But me and Ed do find each other home a lot all the time.
Right.
Racing, you know,
the one I was missing was Matt Gow, Team Bro, I think. Oh, we got a big wreck. That was almost very bad. That was the lead pack right there.
Is trying to like hold off from getting lapped. I mean, he's done his job. I don't know if that's what's happening at the moment because I don't have a lap counter or no, but the 15 hadn't been able to get around him.
Yeah.
So I do believe we have Matt Thiessen here.
Oh, another car wreck in another corner here.
I just saw that there in turn 4. Car went around in the grass.
That's right.
Didn't give no signal. It looked like that they were pitting. It was the 52 of Slackern. He didn't give the signal he was pitting, and when he just come down in front of somebody's nose and spun himself out.
Yep. I think that's 2 lap cars in front of Matt Thiessen. Am I right, or is that a battle for
Apex,
first, second, and third?
I think Apex is first. I'm not sure. I didn't hear Brian's name in the first top 5, so
it does look like Apex is in first. That is a battle for the lead. Right. Those 3 drivers right there.
Okay.
The 53 to 99 and the 16.
Yeah, Brian, he's Team Canuck now. He's been with us here since season 1.
Yep.
He's really good in them trucks.
And someone else would like us to talk about what slider we would use and run here and why. For me personally, I like a slider 7 or 8. I like to run a little bit looser in the beginning because during the front pit stop, I like to be able to tighten my car up instead of fighting a tight car, you know, because if you're fighting a tight car, then you're going to be struggling and you're going to be wearing out your right front. I would rather wear out my right rear than my right front. If you run lower sliders, like I said, your truck will push and you'll wear out that right front pretty quick. All 3 leaders are hitting pit road together right now at the moment, so.
Yeah, they look like they're tangled up, but in reality, they'll probably all come out in the same order. And so that's 1, 2, 3. They've all stuck together.
That's right.
Be a smart game plan. You know, you got guys trapped down, a lap down. Why even race each other real hard and take any chances of taking each other out?
Yep.
I know that's the way I was looking at it at Kansas, you know, once there was only 9 cars in the first lap, you know, on the lead lap after stage 1. And, hey, let's keep as many of these guys a lap down as possible and not kill each other.
53 truck Apex, looks like he might get the win off pit road.
Yep.
And that 99 truck, he looked like he only took maybe 2 tires and a splash of fuel because he was out really quick.
Yeah.
You know, we could be getting close to the end of stage 2. Normally the stages are around the same lengths, 1 and 2, and then 3 maybe is a little longer usually.
Yeah, 1 or 2 laps longer.
Right. Me personally, unless there's less than 5 laps to go, I want 4 tires. It's just, that's at Atlanta for sure.
That's right, that's right. The leaders just pass the truck sideways at the finish line.
If there's 2-3 laps, I'll try that. You know, I'll take a splash and go if my tires will hold out. You know, it just all depends on the track. Atlanta's one of the tracks that I like 4 freshies at. It feels so good on the first couple laps.
That's right.
Ooh,
That
you
was
see that
actually
52 in the one.
Gunner
Battling.
3214, whatever his name, and he was the car that we saw sideways there on the front stretch. I'm not sure if he blew a tire or was pit road maybe.
Yeah, and that's a tough break for him because, like I said, in practice he was about the only car. Him and one other car was really the only cars that could really challenge me. You know, I'm not saying I'm fast or anything, but I did have
the 99 and the 22 make a little contact. The 22 was getting on pit road and didn't. Usually what we call a signal on the back stretch. If you dip down there and put your tire, your left side just on the white line, that lets people know you're coming in.
That's right.
And you know, some of these new drivers might not know that. You know, that's, hey, this guy's gonna pit in front of me, so I don't wreck him or I get wrecked. But I've seen that issue again. But Brian got through it though.
That's right.
Let's see. Back out here to Apex. Jason got it. He's sticking right there with him.
Rufy, you want to take this next question? What makes you choose Giggity over any other league?
I'll be honest. I've been here 3 seasons, and every one of these guys are on my Facebook, so they're kind of like a brotherhood. They do you fair. It's just a fun. We race it every night of the week to where somebody at least can race at least twice a week. You know, usually each series runs twice a week, so you get plenty of racing. I don't know. It's like a camaraderie, and it gets broadcasted to where people can see it. That's a huge difference. And having commentators, you know, it's I don't know, it's to me a brand that it went from 10 guys to over 100 fast, and it amazes me every day really how big it got and how fast.
Yep.
But the viewers at home that are interested in knowing how to, you know, to be a part of Giggity, I believe, you know, you could contact Ed right here, you know, or, you know, me, Taddy, anybody, you know.
Yep.
You get in any of the heat chats, you'll see the name Edward Thompson or Kevin Tattersall. Just send them a message. They'll get you in and evaluate you and run with you and see how you run and put you out there on Thursdays. That was in the stage 2, guys. Apex got
Yep, Apex got the win.
Sorry to be long-winded on that question, but that kind of hit home because I have, you know, got mad a few times and I've quit for a week or 2 because just that's, you know, but I've always came back because it's always...
it's a racing family, man.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
You want to give us the rundown on the race, Fat Patch?
Yep, I believe once I get info here, I will be able to give you the rundown here.
Okay.
2 seconds.
Yeah, as we wait for that.
Apex won. And,
yeah.
15 second.
Yep.
From there on back, I do not know.
Give me 1 second here. I just gonna get word here in a little
Hopefully.
bit.
If you guys are watching any of the racers, if you can take a picture of the stage finish, so we can have it for points.
I actually got one of the guys that I'm thinking about drafting. He told me that I could watch his stream and get it, so I will be connecting to his stream really soon for you guys.
I tell you what, I rewatched my stream.
What we can see here is Apex, Matt Thiessen, Bad Moon Rising, and the 58 car of Peyton. So
Yep.
it was Apex, Matt Thiessen, Bad Moon, and Peyton were the top 4.
Okay.
It's a good race here. We're
For a
watching.
development race, yeah.
We're watching Bad Moon right now, and it's looking like a good
clean.
race, man.
Ooh, big shot. Big trouble
man.
here at Atlanta as we got about 4 or 5 cars. The 99 of Brian
and some more
SP upside
cars.
down on his hood flipping.
Mm.
Wow, unfortunately there's no cautions. They got to get them turned around as fast as possible and get going and try to get back. Hopefully they're on the lead lap.
And what that's going to do is that's going to allow the 3 cars up
Apex.
front to
Yep.
stretch it out a little bit.
Unfortunately, Brian's not one of them 3 cars anymore. I don't know who the other 3 is, but Brian has been eliminated from that.
We see Matt Thiessen here making a move in the
Big
bottom
shot.
line on
Yeah.
Apex here for the lead. You got a good, they're staying too wide going into turn 1.
Him and Flying Flea, for some reason, caught my eye tonight, but both of them got caught up in that wreck. But
Apex making a high run on the high line. Can't make it stick, and Matt Thiessen will take the lead here going into lap 3, I believe. Oh, and Matt Thiessen makes a little bit of contact with the wall there. That's going to cause him to slope a little bit. Guys wrap back in front of the leaders, and they're going to be single
this is the
file,
first
1, 2,
time Bad Moon has really been up there, after the first or second line, or first or second lap up there with these guys. I want to see if she can manage a way behind them, or maybe save some tires.
That's right.
And then jump on them. I want to see how aggressive she is here.
She's looking
tight there. He's going
She
to drop
pounced
back
on
to
me
third
like a
place.
lion, so I want to see how she does these guys. She just dove over in there, holds a nice
Yep.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being
She's
very
holding-
patient.
Right. It kind of slid up a little, but that was already after he was already behind her. Doing a real good job. She's just holding a real smooth line down there.
And
All
the
3 of
biggest
these
thing is
drivers are.
Yeah, the biggest thing here with these three drivers here are to not, don't race each other too hard. Don't burn the
Yep.
tires out. Keep it smooth and keep it clean. And
Right
wait till the
now,
end
with
to
the
fight.
captains and the team owners watching, I mean, you're right here in this top 3, and you got a chance to win this thing. Just even being in top 3 would be great, so you just don't want to make a big mistake, and that would ruin everybody's night or anything.
Yep.
And it looks like they're all racing each other really, really cleanly, having fun. That's the main thing. And that's another thing. We try to have fun here at Giggity. Don't get crazy drama filled, and I ran this time. We want to be fast and competitive, but at the same time we don't. It's not. We're still bros at the end of the day.
Does anybody know if Matt Thiessen's been picked up yet? Yeah, I see him still in. I see him still in.
I like the name though. The guys that went with their actual names, I'm actually was thinking about, just because it sounds more like a real driver, using a real name.
Matt Thiessen's one of my buddies. He's actually from Brazil, which is really cool, man. He's really cool. I live representing NASCAR out there in Brazil.
Yes, it is. We got one guy from the UK, Robbie Vids, as y'all know. That's a few Canadians, RKM, Mills. Matt Thiessen possibly get picked up here, and we have a Brazilian. So we're reaching out. We're not only nationwide as well. We're apparently a global, league here.
Actually, I'm announcing in the captain's chat that I am going to sign him now. Welcome to the Dirty South, Matt.
And he is further south than we are, Ed. So he is from the
Dirty South, yep.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you what, any of them top 3 right now, it would be great pickups. If any of them aren't signed, if I was a team owner, as one to see. Oh, let's hope Apex did not kill his race right there and miss pit road. Did he get on the pit road, or is he gonna have to make another lap? The commitment cone's gone. Yep, he has to drive through pin. He has to go around another lap. No, let's see. Yep, that was exotic apex. He has to go around the track another time and get back on pit road. He missed it, so now it's just Bad Moon and the man you just signed battling it out.
Yep, and that seems like both.
Yep, and they're both now on pit road, so.
And got on cleanly too, as you can see. I tell you what, pit road is, you could be the fastest guy on the game, but if you can't get in the pits without getting a penalty, you're never going to win a league race. You can win pole after pole and win stage after stage, but usually that's not going to happen if you get pit road penalties, but it's something you really got to practice.
Watching Bad Moon Rising, she's still on pit road. All three of the leaders are pitted together and still on pit road. As looks like Matt Thiessen's going to beat her out. Bad Moon's second coming out of pits. And
let's see how they blend in the traffic here. Let's see how Matt does blending in. I know they're right now, they know they're 1-2.
She comes up a little bit early, but they've actually...
Yeah, I think Matt was about perfect.
Yep. She had a clear track behind her, though, so... No problems really there.
He can catch this guy's draft too. He might be able to walk away.
Yeah.
He could ever bust that little air bubble there.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching Matt Thiesen because he's my driver to watch right now just to see what he does, and I'll tell you what, he's looking real good, real clean.
Man, he's done a heck of a job tonight.
Bad Moon's been doing real good too. She's been real consistent with keeping ahead of everybody, you know, and staying with everyone and driving a good truck as well.
I mean, Ed, you've ran here. I mean, both of you guys for a little bit. It is not easy to win a race here at Giggity, no matter if it's the trucks, the developmental. I mean,
yeah, it definitely is not. Season 1, man, I fought Trade to the finish, I think, here, and ended up getting him by like 0.2 of a second. Or that was Season 2, and yeah, it's a rough track, man. Me and him was on the same pit cycles all race, you know. We both was sitting there drafting, using each other draft, saving tires, and right there at the end, I barely got him. So
Season 3 myself, I only got one at Daytona. It was before the actual opening points race. It was kind of like the Bud Shootout. There was still like 30 people that signed up for it. The I think we called it the prologue or something, the pre-race, you know, race to that Sunday's race, pretty much like a Bud Shootout. But yeah, that was my only victory of Season 3. It's hard, man.
Wow. Look at these guys. Look at these guys and girl fight through this lap traffic, man. They just went through it like it was not even in the way.
And that's another thing that I'm glad you mentioned, that to see how these lap traffic drivers also drive. Do they hold them up? Do they get out of the way for the leader? I mean, you know, I myself, if I can tell in my mirror if somebody is dramatically faster than me, and when they get up in my mirror, I go up to them, I'll pull high and let them go. If they're in my chat, I try to let them, and especially if I know they're a leader.
That's right.
This is how I drive. She's still, I'm on her onboard. He's using that draft ahead of him up to 52. Yeah. But she still is right there.
Oh, yeah. Was the 52 Bad Moon?
No, that's Sly Coon.
Okay.
52.
Okay, yeah.
He was at the first stage, top 5, but ended up having to pit twice. I think he missed the commitment cone.
Yeah.
Just like Apex did.
Yeah, that's right. He probably run down pit road wide open, or.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that with speeding penalties being on, that commitment cone being gone will throw you a loop. I've had a lot of speeding penalties because of the commitment cone being taken out.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
But I guess it happens in real life. So we wanted this game as realistic as possible. There's people that pay thousands of dollars to play iRacing for it to be as real as possible. So And Heat 3, you could pretty much run a setup, and you'd have gas that would fall off, but your car, for the most part, would handle the same for 200, until the gas ran out. Not on Heat 4. After lap, what do you say, 5? I mean, you start feeling a 2/10 fall off already. 10 laps, you're talking about a half a second, and if it's on 3 times wear within 15 laps, you have to come in and pit. So it's all
that's
about,
right.
if you're running default, you got to figure out how to make them tires last, no matter how fast you're going. You'll be on pit road as we see Bad Moon come on early compared to Decent.
Yeah, she might be looking at the staging and say, hey, I got enough to make it right now. Maybe there's like 8 laps left, and she wants to come in early and get a little bit of that fresh tire speed and maybe try to close the gap or either get in front of old Matthew.
That's going to gain her a couple seconds right there. Just about every lap, I would say it's going to gain her a second.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know about trucks.
Yep. We got the Heat on pit road. Apex is still running, so
you know what? He said, "I'm coming right behind you."
Yep.
I like
Matt
that.
Thiessen comes in. Apex staying out, so I think he's your new leader at this moment, right?
I
think he was the third place truck in that battle there a few laps ago. So
yeah, the 53 got taken out.
Oh, did he?
Wreck, so
Okay.
It was only a two-car battle after that.
That's right. Well, let's see if we can find Bad Moon here and see if she is going to close on him there. She's coming down the backstretch, so
he's probably still, because he was on the lead lap, not affected as bad as it could have been, but it was still probably took him out of the race.
We got Matt Thiessen coming out of the pit road right here. He's back on the gas. He's getting ready to blend in, so we'll see how this works out.
Yeah, and she's coming into 3 and 4, 1 and 2 now, so she's closing on him pretty hard there.
She's going.
She made
she's
up.
Gonna be a race leader now.
She made up that position, pitting a little bit early like that.
But let's see
if he can
the
run
next
her
lap,
down.
He don't do the same thing.
That's right.
The downside.
That's right. See, when her tires start to wear, he might be able to run her down. So
here he is, already running her down. Just that.
Yeah.
Oh, already pouncing
on the outside.
On the outside.
Yeah. And she could be playing games right here, thinking, you know what, all right, go ahead, and then I'll draft off you and save a little gas. You never know; they could be playing.
That's right.
Finish.
She might be saying, "Burn them tires up, son. Go ahead."
Right. Yeah. She's definitely a smart racer.
A smart racer will do that. If they see a faster car coming, they'll say, "Okay, go ahead, buddy. I'm not burning my tires up at this point." Now, with it 5 to go, it's a little bit of a different story. You're gonna be hard to pass. So.
Well, I do believe this is the final stage, correct? This is stage 3.
We're in the money stage. Yeah.
Yep, this is the money stage, and it's gonna be the end of the race. Yeah, Sly Coon, man.
Make an adjustment to their truck that slowed her down a little bit, because Decent, he's done walking away up here.
I'm watching Slide's video, and man, he really had a tough break when he missed that pit road, buddy. It took him to 15th place, probably a couple laps down.
Yeah.
But I think somebody ended up picking him up because, he's a pretty good racer. He's new, and I think he run a lot of dirt before maybe. And he just got to learn, to learn a little bit of patience, man. He'll be a great driver, I think.
Okay, so not to cut you off there, but there was a car that spun around there on the front stretch, and Matt Thiessen actually caught a little bit of that, slowed him down a little bit, and that gave Bad Moon some seconds on the leader.
Yep.
Wanted to tell the viewers, man, thanks for watching, and everyone that's tuning in. I know we had up to 13, 14 people at one time, but man, like I said, I always think these races are cool. You get to see the future, the up-and-coming guys that no one really knows about yet, and get like a sneak peek of our competition here coming, and eventually we're going to have to race some of these guys.
That's right, and with him adding these new captains, there'll be more broadcasters and stuff. So we will be broadcasting developmental every week now. So not only does that help the captains out, but that helps everyone out because, you know, they get their airtime for beginning drivers, and it helps the captains out because they can come in and watch these races and see how people handle themselves all the way, you know, through the whole entire runs. So.
And we're also looking for more people to help for doing the broadcasts and commentating. So, I mean, I know it probably sounds, you know, a lot of people, I was nervous first time I got up.
He's showing 32 laps to go, and I think he might be 2 or 3 laps down, so he might be about 29 to go.
I'm on Bad Moon. She has got around Matt Thiessen. We missed it somehow.
In my stream, he's still out front.
Never mind. There's a car behind her that. Never mind. I was seeing it backwards.
Yeah.
She's trying to catch him.
She's
back
about.
On pit road.
Yeah, she's back on pit road. She's
gonna short pit him. Wow.
Again. Yeah.
Oh wow! It seemed like she entered pit road a little too fast. I'm not sure. Oh, never mind. There's never mind. Excuse me. There's no caution left.
Let's go back to Thiessen's. I'm gonna go back to Thiessen's truck here and see if he does the same thing.
I'm on Matt Thiessen as well. I'm gonna see if he fits in the. I've been watching him. I'm gonna see if he fits his lap here.
I'm almost 90% sure it's a race between them two, with maybe Peyton involved somehow because the other 2 trucks got wrecked. But
that's
I haven't seen Peyton up there with them.
So I believe Bad Moon is gonna go a lap down here. I believe.
Sly Coon's back on pit road.
Yeah, she'll probably go a lap down, and when he pits, she'll get it right back. It's hard to pit in Atlanta without going a lap down. It's almost impossible.
Fast track.
Yeah,
it's almost impossible to go a lap down, or to not go a lap down.
Right.
Doing practice earlier, I was running 30.1s, and you know, with it being a 30.1 second lap, you spend a little more time than that on pit road. So that's usually what gets you lap down. Is Matt Thiessen is in pit road now. We'll see how that strategy worked out again, if Bad Moon can get her truck around him one more time and maybe hold it off to the end.
In there hard, like her truck bottomed out as she was diving in there. Sometimes my truck does that on presets. You can feel it in the wheel. But
try to find Bad Moon here on the track, and there she is. See how she's going. Looks like she's coming through.
She has new tires. She's hugging that yellow.
1 and 2 now, yep. And she will get her lap back here. And let's see if she can make it back around and beat him. No, actually, she's already passed him, so she's closing in on 2nd place now. In 2nd place, closing on him a little bit. He's trying his best to get that. Yeah, he's trying his best to get that truck up to speed quick as he can.
He better. She's gonna catch his draft.
Yep. So yeah,
she is right behind him.
She'll be right in his draft now. It's been a great.
Out on pit road, really good to be able to come out ahead of her.
Yep.
Like
she dials it in hard. Yeah. She dials it in hard. Be careful diving in that hard when you got this long of a little race left. You'll burn them tires up. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking she's going to get multiple wins this year in the trucks before the season's even out. And next year, I wouldn't be surprised to see her as a contender for the championship.
No
doubt. Possibly.
I know this is a mini 8-race season. It would not surprise me at all if she's in the top 3, if she makes all the races, if not in first.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I'm glad Matt's getting great internet down there in Brazil. You would think that you might see a little lag out of him or anything. No, it's perfect, and he's battling back, saying they both want it bad to win. You can just tell they.
It all depends on what city he's in. If he's in one of those big cities, then they're pretty advanced there too. So.
Is. Right.
He's in Rio de.
Yeah, that's
just as good as internet as we are.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I know my buddy, he was stationed in Korea, and he said American internet's actually very slow compared to over in Asia. Theirs is like 5 times faster. It's crazy. But no, Thiesen's right on her bumper now. He's getting to save his fuel and save his tires and
Oh yeah,
kind
most
of just
definitely.
stalk her. You know, and it's you know how it is when you got a driver on your bumper. Sometimes it'll get to you.
Yep.
So, we'll see if it shakes her up any. But it's a good strategy when you're in second. Put the pressure to her. Oh, yeah.
A lot of these guys that's coming from dirt and moving to asphalt, one thing I had to learn coming from dirt to asphalt is how to save your tires. Because in dirt, you're turning hard as you can to get around that turn. On asphalt, you can't do that every lap. You have to save your tires, put a run together, and then at the end try to turn hard as you can through the turns to make up the speed, you know. I think that's what a lot of these newer dirt guys that's multiple laps down, I think that's the thing that they're kind of struggling with right now. But once they get 2 or 3 races in or 4 or 5 races in, they'll get the hang of it, man. You'll see a lot more cars on the lead lap, a lot more cars leading and fighting for the lead.
The car that was right behind Matt Thiessen almost, I mean, he was trying hard to stay with him. C-Dub almost, he's a dirt driver. He almost accidentally lost it and clipped his rear. It was really close, but glad to see that he's still hanging on, though tough.
Yep.
Hanging on to the draft. But you can kind of tell, though, that he's a dirt driver because he's not holding a perfect steady line, not, you know, picking or anything. He's actually trying to work the wall up here. He's running a high side.
Well, here comes Matt Thiessen looking to make a move here on the first place car. It looks like he's trying to catch the draft. And
yeah, I think he wanted to put a little distance in between him and the other. It was that close. If it was me running in a second, oh, she's already back on pit road. Going to short pit on him again, but this time she makes contact with the wall. That could cost her.
I hope she didn't blow a tire coming in there, because, man, when you do, it's going on.
7 seconds of damage.
That's right.
Oh, big wreck, 40 in the 52. 40 right around pit road area.
Oh, yeah, I
hopefully
just
Thiessen
noticed
don't get
it.
caught in this.
I just noticed it on his stream.
I'm on Thiessen's onboard. He is coming in, but he avoids the madness that's happening underneath him.
I think we got 19 or 20 to go now.
Rough Raven. He's going to have to make a drive-through on pit road because he missed a commitment cone, I think, and then have to pit again.
We got Bad Moon now exiting the pit. We'll see how her strategy is going to work out here in the end. As we try to find Matt Thiessen is actually on pit road now too. So
yeah, he got on clean, nice and clean.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna come out the leader again if everything goes perfect like it did last time, just because of how fast he got on the pit road.
She's coming around 3 and 4 now, so it's gonna be really close again.
Yeah, he got on and off really fast.
I think he'll keep the lead as well, because here comes Bad Moon across the start-finish line.
Yeah, full steam ahead coming to 1 and 2.
Yeah,
he's back at the speed now.
I'm not a really big fan of his, but they say Kyle Busch is one of the best at pitting. Of actually, you know, people don't consider the minute and 2 seconds it takes you to actually get on pit road and off and
make your lap.
Right. So he makes up a lot of time that way. Getting on that pit road's really aggressive.
Well, I guess that proved I figured it wrong, saying it's almost impossible. It is impossible to go a lap down, because Matt Thiessen pitted and did not go a lap down to Bad Moon. He actually pitted and stayed.
It's because she pitted the lap before that.
Oh,
is the reason why.
Well, yeah, but she pitted in lap 1, or she pitted and he pitted 1 lap later. And she had enough time to try and put him a lap down.
Actually, Matt Thiessen's in the lead, so Bad Moon is second. So whenever she pitted, she was coming off pit road when he was coming on. So technically, neither one of them really put each other a lap down.
Just their first and second, right?
It's pretty much impossible to pit without going a lap down. Pit off schedule is what we're saying without going a lap down. Because whenever I was racing earlier, it took me 1 minute and 1 second to get in the pit stop, get off pit road, and come back around and hit the checkered. So if you do an all scheduled pit stop, you might go 2 laps down here, you know. and
Well,
you'll
like
get.
some of these guys that had to pit twice because they missed a commitment cone.
That's right.
Like that type scenario.
Yep.
Right.
Like I say,
Yeah,
off
I see
schedule
what you're
pit
saying.
stop. That means everybody else won't pit for another 8 or 9 laps. You know what I mean? And
Right.
because it always kind of evens itself out. If you pit, you go a lap down, and then when the lead car pits, then you'll get your lap back.
I mean, I'm counting like every 5 or 6 laps I'm having to pit, so the tire wear is really, showing who can handle their car. And I mean, all race, Bad Moon and Matt Thiessen have really been
That's
right
right.
there. Unfortunately, had a few taken out. Apex and Brian, that was also in that group.
Now it looks like they have a couple lap cars in between them, as Matt stretches out the lead a little bit.
Right, I want to see if the results change from the stage 2 results, where they were all pretty much on the same lap, from them getting wrecked, how that played out.
It's probably going to end up being like 4 cars on the lead lap,
Right.
I will give y'all a race rundown as soon as it's over, because I'm watching a stream. I think Rupert's watching the stream too, so we will be able to give you a race rundown.
Yeah, I actually wasn't I need to read here. Actually, I'm hearing this is no points. This is not part of the mini 8-week season. This is just a full fun race tonight for the development.
No, this is a points race, because Taddy said,
it's actually, yes.
This is the development points race.
My bad. It is the first night as it's
Yep.
points, right? I think he was, like you said, he was doing like a mini 8-week tryout series just to make, know where to place them.
That's right.
You don't want to
Yep.
put somebody that might be cup worthy in trucks if they're cup worthy,
Yep.
In 8 weeks, you should be able to find that talent, no problem. But we're seeing it tonight. I'll be honest, I'm really proud of the Brazilian, just to be a fan of NASCAR.
Yep.
And he's doing a great job of playing the game.
That's right. This is
and also a
go ahead,
female.
Ruper. Yep.
That was the end of the race right there, I do believe. Yep, that was the end of the race.
So he outran Bad Moon. So it's Thiessen first and then Bad Moon. I'll let y'all probably get the rest if y'all can see.
Are you sure that was the end? Because last time I looked, there was like 20 to go.
That was the end of the race.
Unless there's a stage. No, I wouldn't think so.
No, that was a third stage. It said that's the end of the race.
Yeah, it's time remaining. Counting down 30 seconds. Sly can come in 14th. Yeah, it was a great job of Matt Thiessen, man. He done a really good job, and we'll try to get him in the booth for an interview here, and we'll try to get Bad Moon in here also too, because she run a great race, man. Extremely great race.
Great fun race.
Official results is first Matt Thiessen, second Bad Moon, third's Peyton, fourth Exotic, fifth 5E, sixth Country Rebel, Pro Ripper, 7th Steelers 41-8, Rough Raven 9th, and Brian SP 10th. Fourth place was a lap down. Fifth place was 2 laps down. Sixth place was 3 laps down. I will get in now and invite the leaders. Yeah. I'm trying to find his name, guys. Bear with me. I'm blue screening here. Actually, Roofer, can you find his name so I don't have to blue screen as bad? And
Matt Thiessen unfortunately does not have a microphone to do a
okay.
Interview. Okay.
So you want to try to get Bad Moon in?
Yeah, we can try to get Bad Moon in for an interview. Let's see. Let me invite her to the party, or I'm gonna suggest her for you, so you don't have to blue screen. You'll still have to
Blue screen for 1 second, but
yep, that'd be alright to get our second place driver in, and actually everybody get to meet her. Actually,
yep.
Really impressive racer, and I'm sure, like I said, Noko, he don't bring along people that are disrespectful. They're always really respectful, fast racers. And
that's right.
another, win for Noko. He got second place tonight, but he got a win in finding, an up and coming talent in the game.
Yep. All right, I'm going right now, and we will find her and get her in the chat here. All right, I got her an invite sent. Let's see if she jumps in. Give her a few minutes now and see if we can get her in.
To say who was third, I would send them one too. I know third didn't get talked about a lot, but
I would have to look.
we didn't know. It gets tough sometimes when pit strategies like that to figure out who the leader is, not having a way.
Yep.
To see.
Yeah, it does get really tough.
We at least knew who the first and second was.
Yeah.
We did good on that.
I'll try to find the stream and figure out who was third, because I have a terrible memory, guys.
Well,
Give me about 40 seconds and we should have it. Yeah, waiting on this phone to load, man. I broke my phone last week and I had to get a little cheap phone because right here at Christmas. So it's taking its sweet time loading up.
oh yeah, I know how that is.
Yep. Well, I don't know if she's seen her invite or what, but
She might not know.
yep.
But I tell you what, I'm glad we had viewers come and watch the race, and it was a really good race from Fridays on. We'll be doing this for our developmental, so I'm glad had a good time tonight, man. Y'all did great.
Roofer, while I got the broadcast going, since Matt Thesis is on the chat there, why don't you just ask him the question that you was going to ask him on the stream, and he'll be able to answer. We can do our little interview that way.
I can get him in the chat. I can get him in the chat here. See what we can do here. I just said awesome race, man. He said thanks. It was really fun. He had a great time out there racing. And
tell him that we said congratulations up here in the booth, and
Peyton 1722 is third. So if you want to try to get him in.
And congrats to being signed to Dirty South Racing, pretty much, So he's officially not a free agent, I guess.
Nope.
I don't know if that's how it works. If that's how it works,
Yeah, it's official. He's no longer a free agent. He'll still be, if he wants to run trucks, then he'll still be able to run the developmental races. So
I like it, man. That's he just to stay composure for that many laps. It was 200 miles, so they had around almost 100 laps. I would say 90 laps on a 2.5 mile track.
Yep.
So with no cautions on, you know how that is. If you make one mistake, your race is over.
Yeah.
So just for him and Bad Moon being in that position, I would say heck of a job to both of them.
Yeah.
And to the guy who finished third, as well. I know he didn't get as much love because we didn't really know who he was, but like.
Did you guys send him an
great
invite
guy.
to the chat?
I have to
Well,
suggest. I have to suggest into the chat.
Bad Moon has no mic also. So we just got the word on that, and we'll take probably 3 more minutes here and try to get the third place man. And if we can't, then we'll have to end our broadcast.
yes, shut her down.
As soon as he sends me that, I'll jump over real quick and try to get him in
I
here.
wanted to actually, while I got a second though, while we're waiting, I wanted to remind the folks at home tomorrow night, I think right around 7 o'clock, you know, right in that area, the Xfinity will be running Talladega and Kansas tomorrow, so that would be fun to watch. And
Yeah.
then Sunday, Ed, do you know Sunday's races?
I'm not exactly sure, but I know Wednesday's race will be on Cup,
Kentucky
Custom
and
Cup. Yep, Kentucky and Sonoma.
Okay, well, we got Xfinity, Dega, and Kansas tomorrow night, and tomorrow night we will update you for what we're going to have this Sunday for Cup. If I wish I really knew, I'd let you guys know real quick, but stay tuned. All the best drivers will be out there. I'll be in the booth trying to help with that, and
Yep.
you know, had a good time, man.
That's right.
Sometimes watching these races are just as fun as racing in them, you know, so.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, I guess we're gonna shut it down. I hate to cut you off there, Roof. I thought you was
No
finished
problem,
talking, bud. But I enjoyed doing the commentating for the race tonight, and I appreciate all these drivers being patient and all the viewers being patient with me as I tried to get this race going. I had to go through a good many steps to get it going, and it was my first time actually broadcasting a race, so I will have it straightened out for y'all next week. What's your closing thoughts, guys?
It was a great race. So a lot of good driving out there, bud. And I'm glad to have you guys in the booth, and glad I've been sitting back and enjoying a great race with the boys tonight.
Right, pretty much the same here, man. Getting to see like 2 drivers really fight it out. That was under the circumstances, no cautions, none of that. 2 drivers to be that close and putting on such a good show. And you know, not your what you would call a non-traditional NASCAR fan. One from Brazil and one a 16-year-old female, so that makes it even better. So
Yeah, that's
great
right.
job to both drivers tonight. You
Yeah,
know, so
I'm
awesome
thoroughly
job.
impressed. As you can tell, I signed Matt Thesis in the middle of a race. So
I'm glad. I'm glad, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
Great job, guys. Well, I'm going to sign out here, and we'll see you the next time.
Yep.